My name is Burgess Bartlett. I stumbled upon a spectacular story while visiting my daughter at Oxford University. I was staying in a B&B where I met a man who owns a castle in Ireland. More to the truth, he owns the ruins of a castle in Ireland. Each morning at breakfast, he would tell me his family's fantastic story, which, as the mornings rolled on, became more and more literally just unbelievable. But after a bunch of research, I found his story to be 100% true. This book is the factual account of my journey researching this family who lived in an enormous castle in Ireland in Tipperary County, which had 110 rooms just for the servants. As his story goes, and this part is very tragic, a toddler wandered into the grand fountain early in the morning while her mom was sleeping. Tragically, the toddler fell in and drowned. Their nanny was not on duty that morning, but the mom accused this nanny of witchcraft and of putting a sleeping spell on her. So now, really, this is the ridiculous part of the story. In 1735, witchcraft was deemed no longer to be a crime. So you could accuse someone of witchcraft, they could be found guilty, but there was no punishment for that. 50 years later, in 1785, it was deemed a crime to even accuse someone of being a witch. This happened in 1831, 50 years later. This family that owned the giant castle was so powerful, they owned many of the judges. So this family brought their friend judge from the county of Cork, which is very south Ireland, up into Tipperary County. And in 1831, not only was this poor nanny accused, found guilty, but was burned to death in 1831. Further, my B&B friend says that the nanny, while she was burning, cursed his family to, and this is in quotes, to never realize their wealth. After a lot of, I went to Ireland, I've gone to the library, the historian, I found that that was not actually the case. That the twist ending to that is really, again, just unbelievable, and I know I keep using that word over and over. My research shows this family hired a nanny while they were in their winter home in the south of France. Of course, Ireland has some brutal winters, and the very wealthy has winter homes, most of them in the south of France. I went there to Montpellier, where I found, and this is where it gets even weirder, and I lose a lot of people here, but it turns out Montpellier, now you have to go back 300 years, to Nostradamus, who got kicked out of the medical school there. I took a picture of the expulsion document when he got kicked out. They have it in the basement, it's exhibited back there. He went to study with a guy, once he got kicked out, he went to study with a guy, César, who studied meditation. Ultimately, though, in a few short years, César's plantation and all his books were burned. César was jailed, and Nostradamus went back to Montpellier to research, and this is a quote from a book that's only recently been translated into English. Yes, I know, again, this is ridiculously unbelievable, but I've cited this book and all the experts, the pictures, I have videos, quotes from people who were there with me when some very weird things happened. And the quote of the book says that Manfred Dimdy, the most important German Nostradamus expert, considers that he can prove close cooperation in the realms of medicine, meditation, and magic, and in the constitution of a secret society there in Montpellier. I know this is very strange, and I know that I lost a lot of people saying that just couldn't be happening, but again, I've witnessed all of this. His mission, that's Nostradamus, was to research all matters of meditation dealing in the realms of medicine and magic. Incredibly, this school is still operating, and no, I couldn't find the school, but I did stumble across a syllabus. Again, I have videos when there were a bunch of people with me, and we went to use a copier, and the syllabus was there. So now focusing on meditation and the keys to awaken the natural laws of attraction. This school has a website. I've put it up there. It's www.lift.foundation. Foundation is like a .com, so it's not a lift.com, it's a lift.foundation. And if all you do is Google Lift Foundation, you get a bunch of makeup that lifts your skin, so don't do that. In summary, and of course you can read my book, but in summary I found that you don't get what you want, and you don't get what you need, and you don't get what you pray for, you get who you are. And who you are is what you consistently feel. You feel the thoughts on which you focus. So use your free will to focus on the people and the sights, the movements, the smells, the sounds that inspire you to feel love. Enumerate that which you're thankful and be joyful until those feelings become a habit. Consistency wins this battle. Go to the website. It is totally free. I'm not selling anything at all. Totally free. There's nothing. And if you do something else, then we'll tell you and unearth some other secrets. That's not the way it works. I hope you read and enjoy my book. Even though some of the names of the people I met have been changed, I had to change them. And the 4 years of my research and travel have been condensed to 3 weeks in the book. Where I'm running around Europe with a troupe of Oxford graduate students, which did happen, and it was absolutely hilarious. The historical facts are 100% true. One of my friends said that if Da Vinci Code and Eat, Pray, Love had a baby, that is my book. I'm not a writer or an English major. I've never written a book before. I'm a CPA with 35 years experience and a practice of 35 years. I believe I did not find this fantastic, bizarre, unbelievable, but true story. This story found me. My dad would say, I'm only a conduit through which this spark has passed. The Curse of the Thomastown Castle. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you for watching, and thank you, Tom.